Okay, welcome back. Colin Cavilla with Charles Real Estate here in Calgary. It's my sister Lucy Pfeiffer, back all the way out from Victoria, BC. Real estate agent extraordinaire from out in Victoria on Bear Mountain.
Thank you. And as you can see, we are still in Colin's backyard.
Not Bear Mountain.
Not Bear Mountain. He's too cheap to fly out to Victoria.
Might be true. We thought we'd come here today to just talk about a really hot topic, and it's the concern of getting our kids and for more mature clients, their kids into the market. And it's a hot topic as people are watching price increases, watching affordability erode. So we thought we'd just do a little bit of a quick chat on that.
Yeah, 100%. And in my opinion, there's such a negative narrative out there right now with regards to, the next generation and how they're never going to be able to get into the market. And yeah, that's not something that I agree with, Colin.
Yeah, no, I think you hear that, probably you've heard that narrative for every generation. If we were to ask our parents and their parents before them, probably the same thing, right? So affordability always seems to erode. It's just really a matter of actioning it.
Yeah.
And what do you think? Let's kind of chat about maybe some of the best ways to action, when to action, and what are the best ways to do it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the obvious thing is, for coming up with the down payment, that's always a big issue. And so, do the parents help out with that? That's one possibility that is an option. Maybe not the best option, but at the end of the day, if they're going to get into the market, and once the down payment's been taken care of, and then they can look at paying that back over time, their mortgage payment versus a rental payment may not be that different, and now they're in the market.
Yeah, I think it could be done really without any handouts. Think of it more as a loan, and if they have some friends that are ready to be on their own, but maybe aren't in a position to pull the trigger and do something like this, then not only are they providing them with some more appropriate housing for their age, because they want to get away from their parents, right?
Right.
We've all been there. But they can also, collect a reasonable, affordable rent from them, contributes to their mortgage, and then allows maybe a surplus to pay back to the parents.
Yeah. So I think the biggest hurdle in young people's mind is, how am I going to come up with the down payment? So that's one option. I do think it's super important to meet with a lender or a broker or whoever it is, and get the lay of the land. Find out what that looks like.
Yeah, mortgage brokers are key here for sure. It's really, a lot of people don't recognize the earning power that's actually required for a lender to step forward and back a mortgage. And it's not just, you get hired and go out and do it. They want to see an extended period of earning, your last 2 T4s, or particularly if you're self-employed in any capacity, they want to see that history of that. So that's for certain step number one.
Yeah, and having that game plan gives you something to work towards. So maybe it's not an instant, maybe it's not, in the next 6 months, but maybe it's very, very possible in the next year.
Yeah, and you don't need to get into the highest category of house.
No,
get into that entry level, but don't do it in a high crime area or a place like that where you're just doing it to get in. Still be selective in the location would be my suggestion. Try and get in at the entry level category of property or whatever you can afford, but be selective still to some degree in your locations, because that is a 100%. Very difficult thing to work with moving forward if you're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you're working with somebody that's going to do some research for you as well and check into that. Yeah. As well as the bones of the building. You want to make sure that you're buying into something that, that has good bones.
Yeah, and that's where an experienced realtor, someone who's very familiar with the city and or that particular location in the city can be of huge use for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of kids, your kids are laughing at us doing this. You know this.
Yeah, I just never. The next generation mocking me while we're talking about it. try to set them up. Expect more of the same.
There you go. Well, that's about it, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Till next time, we'll Sibling Rivalry checking off. Lucy Pfeiffer, I'm Colin Cavilla. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.